everybody? This is Jay Leno, and I'm here with my guy, Darrell Miller. What's going on, Brody?
Man, what's good, my brother? What's good?
Not much, man. We're doing the part two of my Carter 6 Little Wayne breakdown and reaction, a bit of a discussion. Um, I was by myself for part one, but
hmm
um, now we got you here, Darrell. Would you mind kind of give it just kind of paraphrasing or kind of summarizing your opinion on the Carter 6 before we get to diving into this second portion of the album?
Man, I love this album. For me, like as a Wayne fan since the Hot Boy days, I really love enjoying listening to Lil Wayne. So I'm one of the ones probably in in the lower popularity that's really enjoying that album. I listened to it about 6 times. I'm still bumping it in my car. It's hard for me to pick really my favorite, but my right now I'm going with hip hop or shark, but also the days. So it's switching up on me and stuff like that. The more I play it and get more nuggets of his lyrics and stuff, but I'm really enjoying it.
Okay. Yeah. I agree. I agree. As I think we're probably going on day two or three from the album being released. It released, yeah, about day two or three.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know, the more I spend time with this album, I've listened to it several times. Actually, it's the only music I've listened to so far for the past couple of days, and I think the biggest flack that this album's going to get is it is I don't think ninjas just right here in the thumbnail. I don't think ninjas can relate, or if
Mm-hmm.
there's a place for ninjas to enjoy this amongst their peers.
Mm.
And do you? I mean, what's your opinion towards that take that I just made?
I think people are having a hard time when it comes to albums. Not every album has to be this like cohesive song. Each song goes together type of thing. I think people are so stuck on that and with a concept that not all projects is are like that in albums. Like you can have every song could be different from the other, and trying things. I think that's the one thing that makes it special for artists to try new genres, try new producers, try new beats. You know what I mean? Like try new things. We can't. I don't think it's right for us to like. We want you to go back to the old classic you. No, that classic time is where it's supposed to be in the classic times. Like it's a new year. Let these artists grow or feel like let them express themselves. You try to take that away, then it's no point in them to making music anymore. So now it just feel like I'm feeding into what everybody else is thinking. I'm not making the music I really want to make. I think that's the problem. Is artists is like too much trying to make sales on albums instead of creating what they really want to create and let it speak for itself.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I will, and I'd also say that this is not the only album in the past 5 years. Well, since Twitter has came out, that its debut got a harsh reaction.
hmm
If I'm not, I remember when 444 dropped. I remember when the Migos went solo and
hmm
they all made their own albums, and you got a chance to see the other members of the Migos, and they received some criticism. So I mean, as Wayne being a legend, who is he to not receive criticism
Right.
from than other people? Well, but when it comes to the with this being the sixth installment, I I think people have been distracted from realizing the pattern that Lil Wayne has through his albums.
hmm
So if with the timeline being created with the Carter installments, I'd say
hmm
with the Carter one was probably more than likely my opinion, probably a lot of other people's opinion. That was probably um, Wayne and Manny Fresh's best production together
hmm
as a compilation.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me. My music, that music sound is crazy. Okay, there we go. And
hmm
that's probably their best production together.
hmm
And going into the Carter 2, he no longer had Manny Fresh. That was the first time Wayne had an album with multiple producers
Mm-hmm.
and the big time producers. I mean, you had Scott Storch. I mean, he was a bit all over the place. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Carter 3, I would say that's when he started experimenting with different genres, and he took his first step towards making pop records, and he
Mm-hmm.
gave us sprinkles of rock esque tracks. And Carter 4, I would say, was probably uh, that was probably his album that had had was feature heavy. That was probably Wayne's best featured album of his
Yeah.
discography. And then Carter 5, it was like an introduction to where hip hop was at that time and him
Mm-hmm.
entering consideration of retirement.
Mm-hmm.
And with this Carter 6, what I've got out of this was this is the first time this is the first time Wayne has made his own songs. Wayne normally has someone else do the hook.
Mm-hmm.
Wayne normally just delivers verses.
Mm-hmm.
When you yeah, so we're going to get into the part one. We pretty much reviewed and went into banned from the NO. But what Darrell? What's your opinion on the Carter installments
Uh,
that we has?
Man, like I love them, and I mean, I hate to say that as a Wayne fan, but it's like I really do enjoy all of them. Like they all have its course in part of time where where you be at. Like I remember listening to Carter One, you could tell even with Go DJ and stuff like that. Like bro, like he is like he's gonna get recognition now. Like people are gonna start respecting him as a rapper. You know what I mean? Like he got away from 500 degrees and block his high. So now when the whole Hot Boys left, so this is like him on his own with Manny Fresh, and then till he left. So now you get to see him really grow, and then Carter Two is like, boom, he's here, saying he's the best rapper alive, and doing it with the mixtapes, killing it and stuff. And then you had Carter Three, which solidifies everything with having 1 million records sold in a week and all that, and trying different with the pop mix of that. Then you in between, you had the I Am a Human Being, then Rebirth, trying out rock and roll, killing futures every year and stuff, and hopping on everybody's track. You really got to see he experiment. And if people paid attention from even last year before when he was doing features, he
Well,
was on rock
yeah,
songs. He was on everybody's features. He stayed on it. He hopped on anybody's song, young artists, any genre of music. He worked with he's artist. What I love about Wayne is he will hop on anybody's song. He don't care.
mhm.
He don't he's not afraid to rap. He wants to prove he is the best rapper. Meaning I can hop on anybody's beat. I don't care how much instruments is in it. I don't care what how weird it sound. I will hop on it and rap to it in the best of my ability at that moment. That's what I love about Wayne. He's not scared to be like, I'm just gonna say in this because my core fan base wants me to stay here, so I'm gonna stay here. He's like, no, fuck that. I'll listen to myself. I'm gonna do whatever freak I want to do. Oh, my bad.
It's okay. We're
My
past the
bad.
3 minute marker, but
Yeah,
just
all
take
right.
your time, brother. Take your time.
Yeah. But freak, you know what I'm saying? Like I really respect that about Wayne, but I enjoy all the Carters, man. Like I appreciate his hard work. You know what I'm saying? Like he should stay doing what he's doing. Like for real. To me, this album solidifies like him. It almost sounds like a rebirth of his career. Like he's trying to re rebrand himself in a
Mhm.
way.
I agree. I think this is probably. I think all of these songs are going to perform really well. Like
Hmm.
this set list, like when he performs at his concert, this is a big deal.
Hmm.
I think it's high energy. I think this and the Carter 4 probably have like the fastest pace high energy out of all of them.
Yeah. I think they like Super Bowl music, almost like almost like a sports, live performance music. I think he's making
Yeah,
not just like pure hip hop, but he could take it anywhere and perform. I think he making performance music, if
yeah,
that makes sense.
yeah.
If
No,
that
that's
makes
yeah,
sense.
that's yeah. I mean, in better paraphrase, that's what I meant to say.
Yeah,
That's what I meant to say. I'm gonna get some
yeah.
footage of Lil Wayne and LL Cool J. Here we go. See here.
And to me, it doesn't get no more hip hop than you bringing out people like LL and legends like that. I hope he bring out Rakim since he shouted him out in the lyric. So
Mhm.
you know what I mean? Like we can't forget those legends as well.
And if you remember, he started the album with an LL Cool J sample, then brings
Mm-hmm.
out LL Cool J. So
Yep.
imagine, I mean, look, at halftime to bring out LL Cool J if he did for the
Yeah.
Super Bowl, that would have
Yeah.
been. I know people say, "Oh, this is what happens when you bring Wayne, like he would do a bad performance." LL Cool J coming out for the Super Bowl.
Yeah. He could have brought out Missy Elliott. That's his favorite. He could bring out a whole lot. Lauren Hill.
I mean, I don't think the world would, maybe not everybody would have been hyped,
Yeah.
but well, I say I wouldn't say the certain generations probably wouldn't feel it, but
Yeah.
look, this man is a superstar, and
Yeah.
he's reaching a lot of people. We can see who it doesn't reach, but there's
Right.
still a lot of people that this album will reach.
Yeah. Like I said, he got something for the old school. He got something from the past, his mixtape squad up days and dedication and era. He got something from the 2000, 5 to 10. He got something from the tens through the 15s or whatever. Then he got something from the current. Like he got a little bit of everything in this album.
Mm,
So I I think that's what makes a great album to me is like he got something for everybody. He has something whether like all of the song, but he got something for each and every group of fan of him.
yeah, I agree. But yeah, we're gonna get into the start off with the album's reaction to the Lil Wayne the Days. Feel free to talk through this because we can't play this whole song without like just like talking. So
Talk
I
from
I
both
think
sides.
I think Run DMC
Yeah,
because the Hove and Lincoln Park got a lot of criticism, but for the
yeah.
people that the people that did like Lincoln Park and both of those artists, they enjoyed it. I don't know if people remember. Ice Cube came out with a rock album. Ice T crossed over to hard rock.
I remember Ice T. I remember
Yeah,
Ice T.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. He had that body count track.
yeah,
Nori tried reggaeton. They tore Nori apart through
yeah.
reggaeton.
I think Snoop did. It was I like the Snoop's
Snoop did
reggae album,
yeah, but people tore up
but
Snoop's
yeah,
reggae album. But
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I agree with you. I like that Snoop went that far, and it made sense for him to even try reggae. They
I
didn't
ain't
like
gonna.
Snoop. They didn't like Snoop's gospel album.
Yeah, I ain't listen to that, but I know. Shit, to me, honestly, that reggae album probably my favorite Snoop album. Then almost you
Oh
like,
yeah,
oh,
I
it's
got some
cool.
Snoop
What?
albums above it, but it's nice.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I never was a huge like Snoop like listen to an album. That was my big brother's favorite rapper,
Mhm.
but I was more. I don't know. I guess I was more pop than
Okay.
Snoop. But I listened to Snoop when Pop was on it, or Snoop when it just came on the radio. So I
Yeah,
didn't listen to his albums like that. It, as a kid, I ain't listen to whole albums like that until I listened to like Project Pact or Bone Thugs and Harmony and stuff and Tupac. like album full albums. And then when I grew, I was listening like Wayne and them when the Hot Boys and all that came out.
And I'd also say when Michael Jackson had some rock songs, heavy guitar, like almost
Oh
when he
yeah.
kind of experimented with metal, everybody was not a big fan of it.
Oh really? Like Dirty Diana?
No, well, no, they like Dirty Diana. He had was it the Jam album? Um,
That-
that riff that Slash had, and was it Black and White at the
Oh
end?
yeah, yeah. The riff.
The
Damn,
guitar riff.
yeah, because he does a lot. I mean, he did several times, like the guitars and stuff like that. I
They
want.
didn't like that song when I think he went to I think he went to Brazil.
Oh, they don't care about us.
Yeah, like they weren't big fans of that.
Yeah, the governor and them didn't want him to shoot there, but the people allowed them to shoot there, like the community allowed them to shoot there or whatever. So I guess that was the thing. Literally says that he loves making music. He don't
Watch to the end for a discount
shoot.
code
I'm
to get.
surprised he ain't gonna drop a mixtape after this, like a Carter mixtape or something, or
And
a No Ceilings 4 or something.
technically, it hasn't really taken a break.
No,
If you really
there
if you really
features.
think about it, like he's still going on a yearly tour.
Yes,
He's still doing probably over 30 features a year.
yes,
Not even rephrasing himself.
right.
So yeah.
He has the
Who-
most music out of a rapper, I believe, out of everybody.
He's
He
been
has,
he's the only artist to chart hip hop charts for over
hmm
22 years
yeah,
consecutive.
bruh. It's like what?
What do you what do you want from
But
me?
me, if it wasn't for Bow Wow, I would say Lil Wayne is the Michael Jackson of hip hop and rap. Only why I give it a Bow Wow is because he started at age 4, but he did have that long period of stopping.
They
So
they
you
both
can even
well,
say
you got 4 and 8. Wayne started at 8.
he started at 9.
Wayne started at 9? Okay.
He started at 9. He got signed at 12 with with the BGs, him and
Oh yeah,
BG,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
then he had come out to 14. So, but if we talking about when they was seen,
Yeah, you're
he
right.
came out when he was like 14,
Yeah.
and Bow Wow was at a scene at 4. Like he
You're
was
right.
on Arsenio Hall at age 4. So that's
Yeah,
what I'm
which
saying.
killed.
Like they the two like Michael Jackson's, I would say, like of hip hop or rap.
Yeah. And like I said, never took any breaks.
hmm
Jail is the only thing that has stopped Wayne from rapping.
And it still didn't stop him because he had music already still going. Like he
Look.
was releasing.
Marriage didn't stop him from rapping.
Nothing stopped him, bro. Hell, if getting shot, shooting yourself didn't stop you from rapping, ain't nothing gonna stop you from rapping.
Blueberry Sauce says the album is trash.
Trash. I know everybody's on their wave. It's all right.
I don't think everybody's going to enjoy it, but I will say this is probably the best version of Wayne's production solo wise, but
Yeah.
without as many features. But yeah,
I love all the genres he did. I don't have no problem with none of the genres he did. And the features, it makes sense if you really think about it. What he's going for. I think more artists gonna be open to doing what Wayne just did. I think he's gonna start a new wave of artists tapping into new genres and to being more creative with their features and stuff like that.
well, I know Uzi Vert said that Rebirth was the inspiration to him even becoming a rapper. And
Right. A
as
lot
you
of
can see, Uzi Vert definitely experiments,
yes.
and he's a bit all over. Yeah, he's a bit all over the place. You would almost say Uzi Vert doesn't necessarily rap.
Yeah. I am a human being. I think that's where it started with the rock, the rock thing. But like you say, Rebirth was his full rock thing.
Hmm.
Uh, but you can hear it. Even his son, like you can hear it, like Quavo in them. Like you can hear the Little Wayne's influence, features, all them. They just do it differently. but you could just
Juice,
tell they came from the Wayne era.
Juice
They listened
World,
to
Kodak, Playboy Card. I mean, I would. You know what? I don't know if this is a hot take,
or
but I think Wayne and Kanye are the most influential rap
yeah.
artists of all time.
Yes, because Kanye birthed the Book Bag Kids and like help
And
with the
sonically,
Lupe's and them.
sonically, as far as
Hmm.
Kanye as well.
Yeah, but as far as like, and you don't have to be a gangster. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Kanye helped no gangster look and all that, where people was wearing like schoolboy stuff and book bags. Like he helped that with Pharrell's and stuff like that. Like they was the one that pioneered the nerdy look until Lupe came along.
I agree.
Uh, well, yeah,
I also would like to say Wayne has outlasted his peers.
yeah,
I don't know if people really remember like Fabulous is in his
yeah.
peers. Cassidy is his peers. If his peer,
Ti,
Joe Budden is his peer.
yeah,
Joel
he,
Santana
and,
is his peer.
right. Ti,
Pusha T,
uh,
Ti.
Ti, Luda,
Yep.
Jeezy,
Yes.
uh, the game.
Yes.
50, you know what I'm saying? All the ones that was hard and then stopped, like kind of sizzled out.
Yeah.
Like he is shoot. The only last one that's really can still go up with the young ones that can still go at any moment. Even for a feature,
Yeah.
you gonna want to listen to him. Like I
I
heard
don't
him
know
at
about
Tech
y'all,
Nine.
but last time I heard Fabulous, he sound winded. He sound like he's scrambling to get you know what I mean to get stuff off.
Yeah.
What's going on, SSJ?
Yo, what's good, SSJ?
So
Uh
we're we're going to get into our part two. We're going to get into Lil Wayne and Two Chainz Cotton Candy track.
okay. But definitely,
By the way, they said the production on this album was bad.
yeah,
I think this was a good. I like this beat.
yeah, I do too.
I think this song sounds cohesive.
The only two songs I believe people is going to have a hard time listening to is the Elephant one and the Novi.
Building your online business?
Okay.
The others to me sound clear
Go
and
to
good to me. It's
breaks.com
just a
and set
different
up your store on a
timepiece. It's not current beats. It's like different genres and different timepiece beats.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I've in particular, I'm not a Cardi fan
Yeah,
that much, but I know that Cardi is a bit of an influence to Wayne's son, no, Navi.
yeah. He said that's his favorite rapper.
So, like, I mean, I wasn't crazy about Navi, but I get it. But
Yeah,
I will say Wayne helped me enjoy the track with his verse because
yeah.
he
That's
had
what
some
I
bars.
And me playing it over again, I had first I had to understand Navi first. That's before I judge him or say anything because it's not my like my forte of song. I went to his other songs and I went to like what's his style, who he influenced by. Once I realized that, it made me able to listen to it better and more on
Mhm.
why he does it, why he choose to to go this route and stuff like that. Like as he gets older, he's only 14. He's going to eventually get better. Hopefully he gets better. You know what I mean? By
Yeah,
being with a lot of musicians and artists like his dad and stuff, he's gonna find himself. You know what I mean? It's all not everybody can be Bad Wow when they come out as a young one that can really spit and rap
yeah.
at a young
SSJ
age.
SSJ
I,
says, "Yeah, I don't care for his singing songs on this album, just the raps and features." That's
rapping people.
understandable.
Yeah, he only sung like what one or two songs. Like the
He's got Island he sung on. He's
I
got
like
Play
that.
My Guitar.
I like that one too.
Um, I guess he's got a couple songs he might be slightly melodic.
Being myself, I mean, it was cool being in the background. I mean, to me, he didn't do too much like he could do, like he used to do, like when he was on Lean. Like, like he didn't
Yeah,
do all that.
yeah. I didn't. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I didn't really hear him like nag on this track. I mean, like I said, he's not the best singer, but
No,
this is probably the, okay. As far as how his voice is mixed down on these songs, this is
yeah,
probably the best I've heard Wayne.
yeah. like coherent, like hearing him
Yeah,
healthy. You sound
yeah,
healthy.
yeah.
Let's put it
He sounds really healthy on this album.
like he sounds like he's not on lean or anything like he sometimes sound like.
All right, I'm about to go into Flex Up.
A
Man,
story, bro. I think currently right now people they want to tap into Wayne feelings, I think, from last year. I think that's what people are disappointed in. With the whole thing with Super Bowl. Yeah, I like hip hop a lot and welcome track to SJ. Um
yeah.
I think people wanted to hear how he felt about the Super Bowl snug and all that. And I feel like they're not getting it. Like I feel like rappers want to know how Wayne feels from everything from last year. And with Wayne, he don't like talking about and stuff like that. He don't like to really get that much deep besides talking about his kids and mother and stepfather and stuff like that. But you're
And his
not gonna
problem's
get
not with Kendrick.
yeah,
His
I
problem was he didn't get selected for the Super Bowl.
right. But people want I feel like people want they want him to either spaz out or tell a whole story about that, like that. I feel like because what else we already know almost everything else about Wayne. He's said everything else about him. If you listen to him since day one, you
Look,
already know about his life. I mean, he's been rich since he was
this
14.
I mean this song itself,
Yeah,
he's literally rapping about his life, his family, his
exactly,
kids. This
exactly. But I
this
think,
album he this album even refers to moments with his mom and how his father used to
yeah, beating,
just
yeah,
beat his mom.
yeah. But I don't know. They
I don't think people took that much time. I don't
nah,
For what's going on right now, I don't think they took that much time.
yeah. I don't know, man. You gotta everybody different. You just everybody wants something else. They want that triple entendre every goddamn song, and they want I don't know what they want, man. And
So for you to make that statement, hold on one second. Jonan says they want a current event, not a life story. Yeah,
they
in
want a
a
current
sense,
event. What's
I'll say okay. So the statement I'm going to make is at what moment in Wayne's career did you guys have his album figured out of how he's going to come out with
right? Because the only thing we heard about
it?
him was the Super Bowl thing. That's the only thing people really want to know about. Is current. The only current thing about him was the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
That's the only current thing, or what happened to Drake, and that's something for Drake to talk about, not Wayne. So the
like
only thing happened with Wayne was the Super Bowl, and that could be done in one song or one line. Like he don't need a full project on the Super Bowl snub because that's the only thing currently that was going on because he was been doing features the whole time, and people weren't noticing he was been doing music. Nothing been stopping about Wayne. Wayne been making music even after the Super Bowl stuff when people was like against him then.
look, I'm going to say this. These same people are waiting for Eminem to do another Marshall Mathers.
Yeah.
They're waiting for Jay-Z to do another Blueprint.
Or retire.
They're waiting for the old Kanye.
No, they waiting for us to retire. They waiting for them to retire. They say it like just
They keep
retire.
asking for the old Kanye. So, yeah, going forward.
That
That's
little
cool.
drama. Yeah, you right. They want drama. They want drama. The only artist currently right now I can see going up is Joey
As far as
Joey
drama,
B. Huh?
you said as far as drama.
Like yeah, if they want current music, Joey B. Uh, of course, Kendrick, the whole TDE. Who else I can bring in there? I mean,
They're
you could bring in
they're
the game.
yeah, they're itching for beef, but I
Yeah,
a lot of people did not even mention on this Flex Up song he threw a shot at Jay-Z.
yeah. But I don't well, they know nothing gonna come from because I don't think Jay-Z is gonna rap. And there's no beat, and Wayne is
Well, yeah,
not a
it's not going to be a back and forth, but look, this song has that shot that you're looking for.
right, but
but
these
Wayne is not
nah,
gonna spend an entire track talking about another person when he's focused on making the Carter Six.
no, but that's what they want. They want to know if it's gonna be a Young Money OVO versus TDE or the West Coast.
Yeah.
I think that's what people are kind of waiting on. Andre 3000 would have been a good feature on this album. Yeah, just like
Yeah,
Carter
I agree.
Ford.
I agree.
I definitely agree on that. Andre definitely would have been dope on this. Like, yeah, that would have been amazing. Like,
I would say Wayne and Andre are they sound really good together on the track.
yeah, they
And if
compliment each. They like two of the same. If honestly, Lil Wayne think like Andre sometimes. Like when it comes to
and I would
being out
want
of this world.
I would want Wayne to go to the go to the Dungeon Family for the beat.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
I'll tell you what, because did you listen to Killer Mike's last album?
When he had Wayne on it, featured on it.
No, no, no. I
No,
don't know if Wayne did he have
no,
Wayne on that
no,
album. I'm
no,
talking
no,
about
no. I don't think. No, I don't
the one
think.
he
No,
won, the one that Killer Mike won a Grammy for.
no, I didn't listen to that.
Okay, okay, yeah, that had really good production, probably top
Yeah.
notch production. I mean, he got a Grammy over it. But
So
yeah, yeah, Andre would have been a really dope feature for the Carter Six. But I mean, look,
I think Tech Nine. I think
yeah, Tech
Andre
Nine would have been perfect for this album.
Tech Nine
Perfect.
would have pushed Wayne. Tech Nine would have pushed Wayne. Like I think Tech Nine is a couple artists I believe push Wayne to his best. Tech Nine, Andre, Drake is probably the ones I really feel like push Little Wayne to a better form of him.
Yeah,
Like I believe with Drake taught Lil Wayne how to harmonize and pick. I think more melodic beats and different genres. Like I think they helped each other, but I think Drake helped him with the hooks and picking the number 1 singles and all that. I think
yeah,
that's what Drake came into play. That's why he signed him in 2009.
that makes sense. Really, to go back, can you guys name me, or people in the chat, or you, Darrell? Can you guys name me 5 rappers that do punchline raps back to back anymore?
You say punchline raps?
Yeah,
King Los, King Los, Lupe. Well, he's a storyteller too.
yeah.
Um,
Because
he's
if I'm
more
not mistaken, as far as popularity go, he's the last punchline consecutive punchline rapper.
yeah. And my thing is, shoot, why everybody trashing on this Wayne album? I hope they're gonna be pushing all them other rappers that they so called hip hop.
Because y'all better hold the rest of these rappers to that same
Oh
standard.
yeah, yeah. When Future and all them drop, I better
Yeah,
hear.
I
I
bet.
better
Yeah,
hear every Migos if or whoever. I better
all
hear
Future
all these
talk
rappers.
about is the same thing Wayne talk
Yeah,
about.
West Coast rappers, and they had the same West Coast beats. I want y'all to get on them too.
That's a fact. That's a
And
fact.
if they do the same West Coast flow, get on them too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If they talk about the same thing, get on them too.
That's a
Like keep
fact.
it even, keep it a buck. Don't
Oh yeah, let's criticize them. You know what
hmm
I
When
mean?
they drop their albums, I want the same critique.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean,
They
right
need
now
to,
this is charting. If I'm not mistaken, this on iTunes is charting one.
I
yeah,
use Fiverr
I
all
think
the
maybe
time. What have I
Billboard has
not
it
used
as
Fiverr for?
Billboard
I
too.
has
even
it
have
up
a
there
company,
has it
it's
up
not
there
for
as well. I
Fiverr.
don't. I gotta check
To many of the
Billboard
founders and
Yeah,
to see
CEOs
I
of
think it
where.
was
these
number
accounts,
2 on one of
we are
them
an
or
emergency
something. It
phone
was
when things
one
go wrong.
on
I had actually never built a
something and 2
website
on something
before,
else.
but
I don't know
Fiverr
what.
had exactly what
Well,
I
I seen on
needed for us to
Instagram.
go from idea to market.
But shoot,
And
even the
once it
hate
was
is
done,
getting
for
people still gonna stream it and
everything
listen to
that
what they
revolves
talking
around
about.
freelancers.
So it's
Mhm.
kind
Go
of
to
still helping him
fiverr.com and
in a
start
weird way
scaling your business.
because people gonna want to know how trash it is or how good it is or whatever. So
Mhm.
people gonna listen to it.
Yeah, he hasn't. Not
YouTube
well.
ads
His
is great
singles
for
are
your
on Billboard.
business.
I don't even know if the Wayne album is
Bring your
on
brand to life
radio.
with targeted video
Nah,
Yeah,
ads
it be
Wayne's album. Yeah,
sing.
and
yeah. He has,
connect
I don't
with
think
the
he's
perfect
invested in any
audience.
radio play.
Grow your
Nah,
business
I
and
mean, shoot,
reach your
nobody really
people
listen to radio
with
anyway.
YouTube ads.
That's true. So yeah, so Billboard may not be the. And so the next track we're going to be looking at is Island Holiday, which I like this song.
I
Just to keep
love
it.
this song. I ain't gonna lie to you. It made me feel like it's really summertime out here.
Yeah, it had me outside with it. I'm not gonna lie.
Right. I was looking for the females. I was like, where y'all at, ladies?
Can't even hear what
Hmm.
he has to say. Matter of fact, the Orlando Brown.
Yeah.
He said, "Y'all want to hear?"
Right.
We didn't hear no wow, wow, wow this
Right.
whole album.
Right. Right.
My
Remember,
name's
people was
Dustin
clowning
Ray,
about his
and for
performance. So
me,
I think
it's
that's what
always
he's
been
working
about
on now.
entrepreneurship.
I think this is what this
As a
whole
kid, I
album
never heard
and
the word
performance
entrepreneur.
is
It was just
about.
what I did.
Proving
I
that
was
he can
buying,
do it.
selling, trading baseball cards. I was
And
mowing
I mean, and
lawns
I
for
will
money.
like
So I
to
guess
have the
entrepreneurship is
wind. I
just
mean,
in my
look,
DNA.
you
I
performed
started my career
before,
off in the music
Darrell.
industry. I had
Like,
different
Yeah.
various
I
ventures
imagine that
along
you
the
kind of
way. Many of
understand
them
that you got to be
failed, but tons of
careful.
lessons learned
Hold on, let me
that
mute
led
this.
me to
You got to be
meeting some great
careful how
people.
you write your songs if especially if you plan on performing them.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was critical is
Breathing wise.
your breathing, your health, how much stage room do you have, the mics, how loud they are, the PA systems. Like sometimes they get messed up mics, or sometimes they can't even hear themselves. So it's a lot of factors. That's why they take hours before getting on stage to make sure everything sounds good and know what songs to do in between time. Do they got time to change? Do they got time to mix things up? Do they go straight in? Like it's a lot that goes into a performance. My favorite Wayne performance is like I remember the Hot Boys Day. That's what made me want to be a rapper
That's your favorite performance?
when they did the North Carolina. I think they had they
That
had
was dope.
a VHS tape, and I remember my cousin had it. I used to watch it every day, like when Juvie and I think Birdman coming from the helicopter
Yep,
down
yep.
on stage, and they coming out the bling bling platinum
That was a
watch,
big deal. That was a big deal
bro.
for that time.
To me, that was the best performance, like entrance ever. And then they pretended like Wayne wasn't there, so they was throwing up the W's and stuff like that. Then Wayne come out to block his hot. He performed with the energy. I think he was like, he had to been like 17, 18 at the time or something. No, he had to been like 15, 16 or something like that. Because I
Okay.
think it was like 1990 something. It was during the Rough Riders and Cash
Yeah.
Money tour. Man,
Yeah.
they killed that. I was like, the energy, no vocals, like no background. They all helping each
Yeah.
other. They all man, I was like, that's when I was like, that's my favorite rapper.
Yeah. Yeah, Block is high. Definitely, that's when Wayne became my favorite rapper. I definitely heard him on the feet. No, 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 no. Matter of fact, it was Guerrilla Warfare.
Yeah.
Guerrilla Warfare was probably when Wayne became my favorite rapper. I mean, especially how young he was, because I was like, yeah, I mean, I was maybe like 10 or 11, and he was like
Hmm.
14 or 15.
Yeah, I was like 8, 7. I was like 7 to 8, living on German church, and I remember watching it. And I used to wear my that's why I keep wearing bandanas and stuff like that, because he used to wear with the braids. That's why I used to keep
Hmm.
braids and with the beater and stuff, like with the white beater, because my
Yeah.
dad's from New Orleans and stuff like that. So I used to just watch and be like, man, and I used to feel like the young all the time. So
Hmm.
man, feeling like that, I was like, yeah, I can see myself like in him and stuff like that, just like Bow Wow growing up and stuff like the young ones. And so you
Okay.
always feel like you're the young ones around OGs and stuff like that, or the vets.
Okay. I got you. I got you. I
Yeah.
definitely can see how influential he could be to an inspiring young artist, especially during that time. We're going to get
Hmm.
into Loki's theme.
Okay.
So, real question I had a real question I well actually
Hmm.
for for people that are watching this and for you too, Darrell, do you think those West Coast artists would they feel okay with still featuring on Wayne's track even though Drake and technically the West Coast have differences?
I think they will if they smart. I think like Game will because he don't give a care. Like
Yeah,
Game have loyal. Game,
game made that clear.
yeah, Game loyal is loyal. So Game, hell, I mean, to me honest, that's all you really need from the West. To
But
me, currently, who else do you need?
I mean,
Who else?
hey, look. What Game's my favorite West Coast rapper
Right,
in the past 15, 20 years.
right.
Um,
Cause nobody else is really Black Bloods. I mean, I'm pretty sure him and Kendrick eventually is gonna do a song. I mean, chop it up or whatever. But even if not, it's like, who else do he really need from the West?
SSJ says red rose, white ceiling, LOL game.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I mean, Chuck. This definitely would have went off for Chuck. Um, I mean, I could definitely see YG in this. I mean,
Mhm.
honestly, bro, I could just see. Maybe it's just me. I can see gangbangers who are affiliated. You
I
know,
mean,
this
he's
this is
affiliated
something
too.
to y'all. Yeah, this is something. This is a track.
Yeah, because you got to think they still connected with Birdman and stuff,
Mhm.
even though New Orleans, the whole blood stuff, and I think they cool with Whack 100, so I think that'd be cool. Um, and then I don't think Tiger's a blood, but he's from LA, so he could have put him on the song, even though he's going on tour with them currently.
Yeah.
So shoot, that Chris Brown calls himself a blood, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? So shoot, he could whatever.
Yeah.
Kurt Brown could have rapped on this.
Yeah.
They make a TikTok dance to the beginning parts, but they ain't. Once it switched to the rock, they're like, nah, I'll cut it off.
Yeah. As soon as that rock gets to playing, people are gonna cut it. Like
Yeah,
I listen to all kind of different music, but
right.
for the diehard hip hop fans, I don't think they're gonna enjoy. I don't think they're gonna
No,
enjoy this.
no. And then I get why he did the rock thing because of Blood Rock and all that. Like I get why he had it at the end and stuff like that. But a lot of people, like I said, a lot of the core hip hop fans and all that don't like blends with rock and hip hop, or they don't like that different other genres mixed with it. They just want pure hip hop. Just leave it 808s, beats, or whatever. Like just keep it purely that. Don't be switching off to other stuff. Cause you can lose them.
I mean, Wayne's not gonna let anybody stop him from doing what he wants to do,
No.
and I think
Even the backlash is not going to stop him from doing what he's
no,
doing. So
no,
that's why I
yeah,
don't understand why people are doing it, because he don't listen to nobody. He tells you that every year, that he literally don't listen to nobody. He don't listen to artists. He just go in the studio, do what he want. Whether you think it's good or bad, that's just Wayne.
look, there's millions of people that dislike this album. There are
Hmm.
millions of people that love this album.
Yes.
And I think people are gonna have to understand that just like look, we've seen millions of people hate Drake. There's millions of people who love Drake.
Yeah, just like people was bashing that album he just came out with, the sexy song for you. Some people hated it, some people loved it. You know what I mean? It ain't get enough bash like this is,
And
but
and then
you're gonna have.
apparently everybody started listening to the album again in the past 2 weeks.
Exactly. And then loved it more and understand what it was for. You see how people can be now? They so quick to judge and quick to say this and that, but if you just give stuff time, let stuff marinate, you appreciate things more from a different lens.
So I mean, it's this. I think at this point, Wayne made this album for himself. He made his own statement. I think he gave more. Uh, this album has probably the most creativity. I
Yeah,
feel I feel like yeah, this is I think take it. This is like a take it or leave it. This is
yeah,
me, my music. This is what I prefer. What I want to hear myself doing. And
right.
you guys can like it whether or not you want. You got really Wayne doesn't have to impress anybody.
He done it all. He done
You
it.
guys already been impressed by this other stuff. He's doing
Right.
whatever the hell. Matter of fact, all of the goats are doing that right now.
I mean, they did it already. Everybody else trying to catch up. Wayne has been. He's one of the second, I say second to Drake, longest reigning like hip hop, like that was holding
Right.
that title as number one. And then it got Future, that got number one hits, that got the Grammys and all that. All these other people trying to catch up. Everybody else, every artist besides them and Kanye and Jay-Z and other few other people had to catch up.
And I will say this:
And it's harder
people
now. With the streaming, it's harder.
and another headline was is Wayne is not trending.
Yeah,
Wayne is not trendy. Wayne's not popular. Wayne is
yeah,
trending right now.
yeah,
Y'all making fun of him, but he is relatable and people are checking for him. So I
yeah.
think
Uh,
this
well,
this this deluxe could change people's minds.
it could, but at the same time, like he's still a legend no matter what. He had his credentials. He has what could else you really want more from this guy that's been doing it over 20 something years, that was doing this since he was 14, or what I mean, that's been out to the mainstream since he was like 14 or so. How many rappers can actually say I've been out since I was like 14 and making music? I was
Yeah,
at the top for several years.
yeah. Here,
And
here,
and
here
and I took over your favorite artist beats and killed it to the point where people want me. It was just me on it. No other artist can say that on a
no,
mixtape. They
that's
treated
a
his mixtapes like albums. Who else
yep.
can say that besides 50?
Now here's another ironic moment. This man Wayne has so much music in his vault. If he really felt like making y'all feel good and giving y'all what y'all want, he could just go back in that bag in the vault and release
Yeah,
that shit. He can really
because
he
a
can
lot
if y'all
a
want
lot of people there was a
stuff
lot
some
of people
Metro Boomin
argument.
beats, I bet he has a whole like 100 files of Metro Boomin beats just
But
sitting in the vault.
yeah, but that's people's argument. People's like these, a lot of these felt like old songs or whatever like that. Like if got so many songs in that file, he could easily dish up just a pure hip hop album. That's what he really want to do. Now I don't know who's behind his marketing and structure team, his producer, like that put all the songs and tracks together. But if they want to, I'll bet you they can put out a whole lot of songs and stuff like that
I,
together.
I'll say this also. He's got Wayne has his own style.
Hmm.
Like maybe the production them have you thinking whether or not how old a song is, but be honest with you, Wayne gets his own beats. He
Yeah.
You know what? Carter 5 were beats were producers for that time period that it was supposed to come out.
Yeah.
I
But
would
I
say
think that's a pro
that's probably the only project he has that was like
but that's I think people are having a problem with now is these beats don't sound like current beats. That's
mm,
what I've been hearing on comments is like the production, they not really too much they say a little about his bars or whatever, but it's mostly the production.
yeah, that's
And
the biggest criticism.
the most thing is it don't sound current. Like it don't sound like a current like beat selection. So they want it to be current. But my thing is, why would you want current? Because now that stuff is current don't even sound that good right now
Yeah,
to me.
I current
Oh,
current does not sound good with bars.
my thing is
If
the
you
only
ask
current
me about
sound.
hip hop and these beats, they yeah.
But like, my thing is what current sound, because the only current sound I've really been hearing is West Coast back and and I ain't even hear that much of the South songs. It's mostly West Coast I'm been hearing. Now New York is kind of trying to make their way back up since the beef and stuff like that. But I ain't heard no new sound unless it's something new
It
out
it it
there.
it doesn't. I mean, to me, nothing really sticks out in demand of a
Hmm.
particular sound to ask for.
Hmm.
So, I mean, I agree with you. Well, yeah. Remember, Kanye's supposed to produce some tracks for this album
Yeah,
that
I
we
think that's why
haven't.
it didn't get
Yeah,
cleared. I ain't think it got cleared. It might be on the deluxe too. I would like to hear that. I would
yeah.
like to hear
Me too.
Kanye and Wayne back together and stuff. They make some hits. So
Yeah.
I would
So
like I would like to see hell. I would like to see him and Jeezy get back. Hell, him Ti. Luke,
yeah.
somebody like come in OGs like dang him Snoop. Somebody tag in.
I wouldn't. I'm about to say I wouldn't be surprised if we're gonna get something. I mean, he put Snoop on the Carter 5. That was a
Yeah,
surprise to me.
it was. They ain't the first time they worked together.
I know the yeah, they did
9 millimeter.
yeah, 9 millimeter. He was on Hollywood Divorce as well.
Yeah, Hollywood Divorce. The Outcast. No, not the Outcast.
That was on the Idlewild soundtrack.
Yeah, Ottawa. Yeah, it was Outcast, Ottawa. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But anything you wanted to include? I was about to end this stream.
Nah, just I mean, yeah, people just give it some time. I'm pretty sure, you know what I'm saying? Like, just give it time. Pretty sure y'all come around. But to me, it's a good album, stuff like that. Is it his best album as a whole? Probably not. I got like I said, I gotta listen to all the Carters just to make that determination. But you know what I mean? I don't think it's trash. I don't think it's a trash album.
Well, my conclusion with this second part of the album, um, I think I think you can definitely pull from a lot from this album. It
Hmm.
just I honestly I don't think Wayne is ever going to switch people over if you are not already a Wayne fan. And
Yeah.
for a lot of people, you guys are Carter 3 fans. You
Hmm.
guys are Carter 2 fans.
Two
Then you
fans,
got
right?
people that are actual
Mixtape Wayne fans, or
little yeah,
throwing it off.
yeah. You got mixtape Wayne fans. But you gotta think about it. What artist gives you these different iterations?
Right.
So he's still the GOAT to me.
Yeah.
He's still the GOAT. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hit that like button if you don't mind. Anything you guys disagree with, hit us up in the comment box. I will be reacting. We can duke it out in the comment section.
Mhm.